What up, everybody? Welcome to Game Time Decision. I'm your host, Detroit Lenny, joined with our two favorite knuckleheads, as always, Nick and Tim Earl from Earl Sports Bets. Guys, for real, we say this every day, but for real, it's going to be a shorter show. We only have Monday Night Football. We're going to wait to really go over baseball tomorrow for the games that we have tomorrow. We're going to touch base. We got 2 NHL games tomorrow, opening season of that. I mean, we've had 2, but this is like for real, kind of like stateside.
I'm so excited. I've already put up 5 plays on the site.
Boom. We're going to talk some hockey. This guy.
I need to talk to you about one play, Tim.
We're going to talk. Yeah, we're going to.
You're not fading the Sabres. I do not care on opening.
No, it's not that. It's a juice question, really, for it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's a little iffy, but
I like a play, but it's kind of juicy. All right.
130.
Huh?
But
130?
No, it's 149. But hear me out on this one. It's taking it's plus 2.5 goals.
Right.
Is it the Blackhawks?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead. That's fine.
All right. Yeah, go ahead then. Sweet.
All right. So we had to hear. All right. So we're moving on.
No. Plus 2.5.
It's plus 2.5. So listen, check it out. Caesar Sportsbook is our sponsor. I got to remember to say that. Okay. Or then that's when they call me and they're like, hey, dude, what the hell? All right. So Caesar Sportsbook, above Nick Earl's head, they will give you wager up to $1,250 on your first bet. If you don't win, don't worry. You get 100% of your stake back as a free play. And win or lose, you'll get 1,000 reward credits and 1,000 tier credits. All you got to do is sign up. Use the promo code in the description below, or you can download the app and use it right here. Just type it in GTD full. That'll get you all that good stuff from Caesar Sportsbook. I tried on part of my Halloween costume, and now I have white fur. Like, I think I have and that's all I'm going to tell you about that.
It was a good Joe Burrow costume, I will say.
It's not Joe Burrow, but you'll see what I got it coming down the pipe. But yeah, and then don't forget, check out earlsportsbets.com. 7-day package, only $49. So boom, there's tons and tons of value. I mean, can't express that enough. So we're going to talk some Monday Night Football. Tim, why don't you start with breaking this game down for us? Raiders Chiefs. I submit my handicap 10 picks.
No, you're good. I believe after this game, Patrick Mahomes will continue to have ownership in the Las Vegas Raiders, as he did last year when the Kansas City Chiefs outscored the Raiders 89-23 last year. The Raiders actually played well last year, and so did the Chiefs, and the Raiders are not playing well. If this was in Las Vegas, maybe I look at it a little bit differently. At home, absolutely not. I know it might seem like the easy play or whatever. Chiefs -7 is our last Circa play for the week. We're 2-2 when it comes to Circa. We had who did we have this week? Washington, who lost. Carolina, who did not work out. Dallas, who did. Arizona, who did. And then we got the Chiefs as our last pick, so hopefully we get that one. I like the Chiefs -7. That's kind of where I'm going with this one.
Sounds good. I'm on the Chiefs too. Nick Earl, you got any different?
I did side with the Chiefs. My favorite play in this game is the total, actually, and this scares me a little bit. But I like being scared when I'm playing NFL, because if you feel comfortable with the play, it probably is not the right side. I like the under 51.5 in this game. This should come as no surprise. And I have 2 really strong numbers that back me up behind this: 11-3-1 and 21-3. 11-3-1 primetime unders. 21-3 divisional unders. 21-3 on divisional unders this year. If you blindly bet those, you are making an absolute killing. I'm going to continue with that here. So I'm on the Chiefs -7 and the full game under 51.5. I think at the very worst I split, because I think if this game goes over, it's because the Chiefs put up 40 points themselves.
Correct.
And I mean, this game has been used to a shootout. I mean, it's been known to do that in the past. I'm not saying that, but in this particular case, my teaser is Chiefs back down to close to a pick 'em. Depending on your book, we got it at 6.5 or I've seen it at 7.5. It's floating basically around that 7 number.
It is scary because if we look at the last couple of games between these two teams, and yes, they're last year. This is the first one this year. 48-9, 41-14, 35-31, 40-32, 40-49. Okay, that was an under. 28-10. So it's got this matchup has gone over that 51.5 the last 4 times. That's the only scary part to it. That's why I like the I like the Chiefs more than anything because the Chiefs have dominated the series.
That's fair. I'm gonna tell you right now. I what I did, and this is it. Like, this is that I played this a couple different ways on a teaser, but my I guess if you will, like kind of goofy degenerate parlay is I teased it every which way I could. I teased it up. I teased it down. I teased the Raiders plus 14. I teased the Chiefs at a pick'em and put all 4 of them in one teaser on a 7-point teaser just because I needed to get under 45. 45 was a key total number for me to get it over 44.5. I think this game gets into the 40s, but it doesn't go over. Okay, so I basically Raiders plus 14, Chiefs at a pick'em, over 44.5 and under 58.5. And that, my friends,
essentially what you're saying. Essentially,
what I'm saying is Vegas is right.
Is you think Vegas is dead on?
Pretty much. I don't have this. I have the Chiefs being maybe like an 8-9 point favorite. If this is not,
I had it at 9.5.
Yeah, 7 is kind of screams a little like neutral territory. Fuck, like vibe, you know. I think the Chiefs would be a 9-point favorite if they were truly like a true favorite at home. But this, whatever. So I don't think the Raiders get blown out. That's my only worry is they lose by more than 2 touchdowns.
I think they do.
The Chiefs win. Yeah, but I don't think this game definitely stays under 59.
So essentially,
I just need over 40 points.
You're hoping for a 31-21 type of game?
I'm hoping the books are just right. I'm hoping that the Chiefs win by a touchdown and the over-under is at about 50. High 40s, preferably. Yeah, you see where I'm at there? That's so not a lot of books will let you do that. Just for the record, some will, some won't. But in another teaser, I just had the Chiefs and the under. That's why I like just straight up one.
Yeah, I'm
on the Chiefs. I got the Chiefs at 6.5, though. I'm not gonna lie, I bought the hook.
Did you buy a hook?
I bought a hook. I bought it down to the Chiefs, and it was minus 105, so it only cost me minus 115. So really, I'm still okay with that, just because I didn't want to push. You know, some of my favorite bets, though, besides that, is prop wise, is Patrick Mahomes over 18.5 rushing yards. I got that also at minus 115. I like that. I think that's one of my handicap 10 plays. I think that he just look, he could get that one run. But I think if they get any kind of pressure on him and he escapes out the pocket, I'm actually hoping Raiders do put pressure on him because then that will cause him to get those rushing yards. So
that's fair.
But that's kind of where I'm at. I mean, I like I said, it's a degenerate move on my part, but I'm doing it.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Rise Above says, afternoon, fellas, what do y'all think about tomorrow baseball?
We've already put one play up. Yeah. Or I put one play up for MLB tomorrow, and Tim agreed with it. We're already on the Guardians on the money line, and I think Tim and I both like the Phillies as well. I'm going to say right now, here's now that the next round's starting, and obviously my original pick did not come through for the World Series.
Seattle.
This one's going to come out of left field. It's going to be the Seattle Mariners and the Philadelphia Phillies. It's going to be the two teams that broke the long droughts.
I think one of them comes out.
I think Seattle.
I think the Phillies are getting hot at the right time.
I think the Phillies beat the Braves straight up in that series.
5 and 5 they beat the. Yep.
And the problem is, I don't think that anybody beats the Dodgers in the National League. I think whoever comes out of that West matchup is going to end up making the World Series.
The Padres and the Dodgers. I think the Dodgers sweep that series. Legit.
Man, Dodgers. Yeah, I think.
If we wanted to see the Dodgers go 5 in the DS, we needed the Mets.
Good call in that CFL, bro.
Easy money.
There you go.
The CFL game, by the way, one thing I want to touch on that. That's the most predictable thing that happened today. Because the Ottawa Redblacks only cover on the road. They're 0-7 at home, ATS and straight up. They're now 6-2 on the road. So if you want ATS, if you want to bet the Redblacks, take them on the road.
Hey, I actually think the Chiefs. I know, like, people think I'm fucking nuts for this, which I can't believe that that's the reason you thought I was nuts. I think the Chiefs. I think like the Chiefs have an undercover, okay defense that is gonna get better as this year goes on. They've made plays and they have been this close to shutting some people down. And I watched a lot of Chiefs games. I was telling Nick Earl before the show that it's my best friend Ed out here in Vegas. It's his birthday actually today, so shout out to Ed Tober. That starts today. That's what we call it around these parts, Ed Tober. Ed Tober's birthday is today. He's a huge Chiefs fan. They play on his birthday, so you know I watch a lot of Chiefs games because they're on in the afternoon for me after Lions games. So I'm always usually hooking up with my buddy, watch his team. So. That defense, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a little believing in them a little bit. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it could be. They're better defense than the Raiders. I don't know what the F is going on with the Raiders. I was high on them at the beginning of the season, and nothing. Like, just do something. Be bad at least. They're not even bad. They're just like, I mean, I don't know. The Raiders are whatever the Raiders are. Just noticed Lenny's hat with the Patriots colors. You mean the crucial catch for all the cancer patients out there in October that the NFL puts out every year? Somehow these are Patriots colors? You mean with the pink and the yellow and the blue and the purple?
Maybe he saw rainbow and he figured, rainbow and Patriots, that works.
I mean, Tom Brady kissed his son on that team, so that makes sense.
That might be the stupidest. Low key, looking at the Guardians +1 tomorrow and the under Dodgers Padres.
+1. Come on, just take the money line. Take the skirt off. Come on, come on. If you're betting, let's go. That's some
Book's
money.
Dead today. Kansas City in the over. Chiefs are good at stopping the run. That's true. That's their good part of their defense, the secondary, which makes me think, man. First of all, you got to run the ball. If I'm Vegas, I'm trying to run the ball just so I can create a little passing, play action. I got to get the ball. Stop just trying to throw the ball deep to Devontae Adams all the time. Like, you got to get Darren Waller involved in this offense. Even though I'm playing against Darren Waller in fantasy tonight, you got to get him involved in this offense. You got to get Josh Jacobs out of the backfield. You got to get your other playmakers. It can't be Devontae Adams came to Vegas and now, yay, we're going to win because we were buddies in college. And, this ain't a frat house, bro. Okay? Like, I don't tell you, Derek Carr, Devontae Adams, the party's over. Act right. So that's all I'm going to say.
Tell us how you really feel.
I hate being... Like, it's one thing when I'm stupid wrong on futures with my teams, like the Lions and the Tigers. Like, obviously, I thought that Tigers were going to win more games. I have the Lions over 6.5 wins this year. That doesn't look good. But that's not dead because the Lions will get backdoor wins later in the year for no freaking reason at all. But, they will just because it means nothing and they're already out of shit. Okay. In Green Bay, last game of the year. Won't matter to either team. The Lions will win. So. But these Raiders, man, I was wrong on them, man. I thought they were going to compete for this division.
I thought so too.
By the way, I just saw something on Twitter that's interesting here. So go ahead, put your bets in for the Mariners and the Phillies to win the divisional round because Trent put out his 20-unit AL-NL divisional series whale plays on the Astros and the Braves to both win their series. So one of them are going down in the DS.
It's fair. Huge emotional Super Bowl revenge last week for Kansas City. So I can honestly say the Chiefs playing lazy. Also a big look ahead spot for the Chiefs too. They play the Bills next week.
I would say yes.
Yes.
Except
this is a division opponent.
It's a divisional game.
Right. Man, as I was reading that, I had to wait to the end because I knew one of you two were going to say that, and that's right. If it wasn't a divisional game, I would be looking
and I would be on the Raiders if this was in Vegas.
I was going to say if there was going to be a look ahead spot for either one of those two teams, it would have been the Bills, because the Bills are looking at it and being like, well, they just beat us last year in the playoffs, knocked us out of the season. Now we got to go back and we're going to get revenge or whatever.
They're not.
This isn't a look ahead spot for the Chiefs.
And I'll put this out here now. Chiefs beat the Bills.
Yep. I think so.
I don't know. Not after your possible trade scenario for Buffalo.
Oh, yeah. Buffalo reached out to the Carolina Panthers. They're looking to acquire running back Christian McCaffrey.
I'm not going to lie. If you can get him in the backfield with Zach Moss or Singletary, either one of those guys, I'm assuming they have to trade one of them away to get him. But if not, even if they do, doesn't matter. You want Zach Moss because he's the younger of the two. But him with a solidified, like a mediocre, and I don't know how to say that without sounding bad, but both of those guys in Buffalo, I think, are solid number two guys. Okay, trying to both compete constantly for a number one job. But if you put Christian McCaffrey, who in my opinion is a low one, very high two, now you give him, he won't, maybe he's not, he has, he's got a split carries, so he's not as beat up, not as injury prone. And then in an offense that's very pass heavy and very dominant with with Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs and all them. And then you put a catching running back out of the backfield, man, that Buffalo offense is already scary. I mean, now you add McCaffrey, come on. And then the girl get a ring. And then he'll get a ring. And then he'll make the argument for Hall of Fame because he's got himself a ring. And he's got records. But in Carolina, he's never going to go down as a Hall of Famer in Carolina. He needs a ring somewhere else.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we will be like, wow, I can't believe the Chiefs lost to the shootout by a field goal. Maybe.
Nah, I don't think so.
The Raiders, yeah. CMC to the Bills would be scary. I know, right? They get McCaffrey. That's another weapon for Josh Allen. See, I looked at it as more of that's another added pass catcher as opposed to another running back. Like, it's another weapon. He might be better out of the backfield catching the ball than he is running the ball. And he's damn good at running the ball if he can stay healthy. That's what's scary.
He's tiny. He's tiny, though.
That's
why he gets hurt all the time.
You can't get white chocolate big packages. I mean, the man just dropped.
No, yeah.
CMC goes to the Bills. I riot. Well, you better get your riot gear on, homie, because that shit's coming.
Isaacs, I wouldn't be worried. Just worry about trying to tank and try to get somebody good in the draft. The Patriots
are you tanking for Tua's little tanking for Tua's little
tanking
brother?
for baby?
No.
Everybody should this year that needs a quarterback should be tanking for the quarterback to the next SEC champions, Hayden Hooker.
Man, so listen.
I'm putting this out here now. All right, 19 minutes and 43 seconds of game time decision. Tennessee beats Alabama. Okay, that's step one. Tennessee not only beats Alabama this week, but they win the SEC this year.
Hey, listen,
It's about time we say the Tennessee Volunteers are an elite football team. It's about time we put some respect on their name. as
they're
they beat Alabama.
They're the best Tennessee team for football. 100%.
Yep.
I would say that I was very high on two teams this year, besides like, the Georgias and the Alabamas. I mean, telling me that they're, going to be good this year is like, no shit. Tennessee and Miami, the U. And I was wrong on the U.
Tennessee
The
and
U has
A&M.
been a disappointment. Yeah, the U has been a disappointment. I wholeheartedly admit that.
I will say,
so it's Texas
Tennessee.
A&M for me.
Tennessee, y'all.
I remember in the beginning of the year, I gave out one play that I said, if I'm not grabbing one of the top three, Alabama, Georgia, Ohio State, I said the one team that I would go after at 50-1 was Oklahoma State.
Still unbeaten.
They're still unbeaten, and they're 7th in the country. I said that as well.
Yeah, I could see an Alabama first half, but I think Tennessee, I'm definitely on Tennessee plus the points. Like there's auto bets for me. It's Tennessee getting points ever and on a teaser, like for sure. Like I'm just adding them on. It's gonna happen.
Especially with it in Knoxville.
Especially
with it in Knoxville.
Yeah, right. That's a great point. I text you guys. I think I did anyway. I went 6 out of 7 in a freaking on a teaser.
And you said and you went Kentucky.
Yeah, I know.
Said South Carolina.
Yeah, I don't believe you.
I'm not going back and looking.
I know you did, but I wanted to see if you'd actually, because I remember this conversation now. Because you're like, I said that at game time, and I'm like, I don't believe me. I'll believe you. Roll tape back.
I said the slaughter game was when South Carolina won outright.
Yeah, that pissed me off, man. Kind of. It didn't really piss me off. Like, it was like $15 to win like 120 or something like that. So it was like it was only a $15 bet, and it was really a combination of other teasers that I liked. That I just, I do one master teaser. Like, this is all of them I like, and then I break it down into like 2 and 3 teamers. So.
I was so annoyed. I went 5-1 on an NFL teaser this weekend. Oh. I had the Jets. I had the Jets, the Seahawks, the Commanders, which all hit, the Cowboys, the Cardinals, and the Panthers.
Nice. Bovada had Altline Raiders +9 at 135 odds this morning. I locked in instantly. +9.5. 9. I mean, look, I think the Chiefs win. That 7 is a key number, so whatever. But that's pretty much going to do it for us today, guys. I'm not going to lie. Shorter show, get shit to do.
Go get what we need to get done.
Yep. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. We will be back 5 o'clock Eastern. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring that bell for notification. We got all kinds of things to talk about tomorrow. Break down the baseball games, which what time do games start tomorrow?
1 o'clock.
So 2 of them will be on before us.
Hopefully, by the time we get on, we would have already cashed Philadelphia money line.
I'll take Philly money line all day. I don't like the Mariners against the Astros. The Mariners will give the Astros a hard time, but I think the Astros have just.
Who do the Mariners have on the mound? It should be Logan Gilbert.
Undecided according to here.
Let's see. RotoWire has. It should be.
Yeah. Oh, I love the Guardians tomorrow.
It's Logan Gilbert. Yeah, I'll jump on the. I'll jump on Seattle. I'll jump on all the dogs minus the Padres because they have Mike Clevenger on the mound. That's not who I want starting.
Crap, that's a good point.
I don't. Phillies on a Tuesday. Yeah, that shit's been put to bed.
It's postseason. They've also never been to the postseason in 11 years. Yeah, I don't. I'll ignore the trend for the postseason.
Yeah, Logan Gilbert.
I've been on Logan Gilbert all year.
Parlay Vegas Raiders +7.5 under 52. We're on the under. We like the Chiefs.
I like the Chiefs by 10+, 14+.
Not 14. That's too far. All right. That's fair. All right, guys, that's going to do it for us, though. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring that bell for notification. As always, we're here 5 o'clock Eastern. Monday through Friday. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Good luck, unless you're against us. Go Chiefs.